Continue on. My second baseman.
It's time for baseball in the Bay Area as we welcome you to the Oakland Coliseum. Tonight, a matchup of teams at opposite ends of the division between the Seattle Mariners and the Oakland A's. It's Ace Baseball, and it comes your way next. Paul Blackburn gets the starting nod for the A's in this one.
Out. Ball four. Take the base. Out.
Now at the plate, Kyle Seager. And the Mariners trying to make this first inning even bigger here.
Kyle Seager.
0-2. Here it is. Now this is on the ground to second. Is he going to... He is. They get the force at second base, and the inning is over. Mariners forced to settle for one. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number one. It's the Mariners. In now, Rob Farr. And with numbers like those, he's putting himself in contention for some Rookie of the Year hardware if he can keep it up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line toward the gap in left center. And this is going to find the alley as it heads out toward Mount Davis for extra bases. Martini blows through the stop sign, headed for home. And he's safe at the plate. We're all square at one apiece.
Well, the beat goes on with this guy. Runner in scoring position. No doubt when he comes up, he's thinking RBI. What does he do? Double the drive and another run. This guy is a money run producer.
Into the box now, Stephen Piscotty. And Oakland with an opportunity for more damage here in the first.
Piscotty.
Comes set, the 0-1. The bouncer to the left side. To his left, Seager. On to Healy at first, and the side is retired. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. More from the East Bay right after this. Digging in to try it again. Rob Farr. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up.
Hit high and deep out to left center field. Smith going back. He's got it, and they get out of the jam unscathed.
Oh, well.
Stepping in, Rob Farr. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard. But yeah.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. But it bends just foul into the second deck. Line to the right side. but that's a foul ball. Hit sharply toward the right side, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. So he'll hold on at first following the single to right. Make it 2 hits for him here this evening. And with that, we take a look at the A's leaders in that category, and sure enough, his name is right there at the top. So a runner at first now with nobody out. And up next, the outfielder Stephen Piscotty. He's ready now. The pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Haniger in pursuit. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. So a runner at first now with one away. And up next, the power hitting third baseman Matt Chapman. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get to him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Waiting on it is Haniger. And that's the third out. Strand one. Coming to the plate now, Miguel Rojas. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Rojas.
Bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. On to second, but it's a wide throw, and the shortstop can't recover. Oh, and it's off target, and he'll be safe at third.
Well, if anybody was wondering why they're losing.
Here's D. Gordon now. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
D. Gordon.
Now the payoff pitch home. Swing and a high pop-up. Farr is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Mariners forced. Stepping into the box, Rob Farr. He singled his last time up. Takes this the other way to right, and he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow. Now at the plate, Rob Farr. And here's an at-bat you don't want to miss. The pop is something to see, so will have to be dealt with carefully here. Here comes the first pitch. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
I don't blame the batter for pulling the trigger right there. Those fastballs light up your eyes, and you can occasionally do damage with them, but he wasn't able to catch up with that one.
A swing and a ball to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Long throw to the plate. And not in time as the run scores.
Everything done right, Dan, on both sides, the defensive side and the offensive side. To send him, and the outfielder made a strong, accurate throw, but that runner was safe.
No doubt about it. That's one of those where you got to be aggressive as a third base coach. You know the outfielder has a strong throwing arm. You're taking a lot of things you're trying to get through a decision to send. A good send and a close play, but it all worked out.
Tying run at the plate, the 0-1 on the ground to the right side. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. Throw won't get him.
Nice AB right there. 2-out single in the 9th. You put yourself in a position to be the tying run. Now you have your boy coming up behind you, the winning run at the plate. Start loosening up the water cooler lids. We could have a walk-off happening.
The batter.
So digging in now, Matt Chapman. And their runners at the corners now. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. That's a strike. The throw down is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
Really forcing the issue with that steal of second. They already had the guy on third, so now 2 runners in scoring position, and there aren't any force outs other than at first. Pretty good chance to drive in a pair right now.
The 0-1 offering. And this is swung on and missed. So now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
You can't go after that pitch with less than 2 strikes on you. There's no way you're going to do it.
Struck him out, so he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over. And this evening's contest comes to a close, 5-3 the final.
The victorious Seattle Mariners. 5 runs on 11 hits, no errors. They left.
Afternoon baseball from the East Bay. Julio Teheran gets the ball for Oakland in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, man, it's not easy to bunch anything together against this guy. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of under 1.10. So we may see some hit and run, we may see some bunting, and we may see some running, because if you want to lay around and try to get hits off this guy, that's not the right thing to do. One of the top pitchers in the game right now.
So a base hit here to start the inning, and he continues to pile them up as we take a look at our league leaders in hits so far. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. Into the box now, Matt Chapman. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Popped up. Seager battles the sun a bit, but has it for out number 1.
All right, guys, here's Seattle's defensive alignment. And, guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
Relay on to Healy for the double play, and that now to the plate, Rob Farr. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
But this will not elude. Striding into the box, Rob Farr. First pitch of the at-bat. Hot shot on the ground is short. To his left, Rojas. And there are 2 away now.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory, and look on to the next one.
Pitching and defense game 2-1, the final score this afternoon.
Forgot how many home runs I had.
Evening baseball on tap in Northern California and the Oakland Coliseum. Tonight it's the first of 4 between the Cleveland Indians and the Oakland A's. Rob Farr, an early contender for the home run crown, takes the field next. Garrett Richards gets the call.
Ball 4, take the ball. He's out. Out. 3.
And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. These two have not faced each other at the major league level.
Kipnis.
Hard on the ground towards second. Farr over to his left. Throw gets him. Two down.
Play ball. He's out.
Settling in now, Rob Farr. With a little over half the season behind us, he finds himself in third place in the league's home run standings.
Yeah, Matty, this guy had an amazing first half. Launch angle, exit velocity, it was all.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning.
Back now in Oakland, home of the A's, who've certainly treated these fans to some impressive pitching so far this year. In terms of ERA and WHIP, they rank among the best pitching staffs in the league, leading some of the position players I talked with to sing their praises, while also emphasizing how happy they are to play behind them on defense instead of facing them in the batter's box. One of them told me, "Our guys are awesome on the mound. They keep us in every game, and they really work."
Leading off the inning, Rob Farr, and they'll need him to get something going here.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
And this will get all the way to the wall now. The throw into second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. So he's in the second here with the double to kick off the home fifth. And with that, we take a look at the A's leaders in that category, and sure enough, his name is right there at the top. And that brings up Chad Pinder. He leads off in the bottom of the fifth as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out. Time now for the Indians' Road to the Show report as we get a look at two guys making some noise in the upper minors.
Austin Hedges.
Kluber pauses. Here's the 0-1. A bouncer to the left side. Ramirez is up with it in time to first, and there are two away. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the fifth, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just one hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. So striding in, Marcus Semien, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. The set and the 1-2, and a swing and a miss as he pulled the string on the breaking ball, and the inning is over. So here's Francisco Lindor now. His past history with Richards. He's 1 for 2.
Lindor.
Up. Farr is there for it. And that's the third out. Indians go down 1-2-3. They lead it 1-0. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Rob Farr, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Hard on the ground towards short, and that is through into left as he delivers. It's a base hit, and the run will come in to score from third as that'll knot things up at 1 apiece. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. And now a crucial spot. Bases loaded. Two men gone. And up next, the ever-versatile Chad Pinder. Comes set. The 0-1. A bouncer up the middle. Scooped up. On to Kipnis at second. And the inning is over. A's have to settle for just the one. We're through 6 full. All tied at 1. So we've got runners at the corners here, one away, and into bat next, it'll be Tyler Naquin. On the ground to second. Did he get his double play? To second for 1. On to Morrison, and it's in time. A double play, and the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. All tied at. Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop. Defense, you name it. GM's dream right here. You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Fielded cleanly. There's 1. And the return throw is wide and not in time as it pulled him off the bag, and they'll settle for. Digging in and looking for more. Rob Farr, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. First delivery to him on the way. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Oh, and that nearly sent us home and sent this crowd into hysterics, but it lined up a foul ball. Skied into straightaway right. Hernandez is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. Into the box. Rob Farr. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Comes set and the 0-1. Line drive to left. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
First game of a new series, and he's already sitting on 3 knocks right now. The pitching staff might have to make an adjustment going forward.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And up next, the ever-versatile Chad Pinder. Last strike now for Oakland. Hit high and deep to right center. Naquin's on the move. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game. A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. Nick Goody wins in relief for the 8th time this year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB. Now from the home of the A's since 1968, it's baseball at the Oakland Coliseum. Tonight it's game 3 of this 4-game set between the Cleveland Indians and the Oakland A's. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Standing in, Rob Farr, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Fellas, we check out the Tribe as they begin here tonight. They've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
What an opportunity to get a chance to put our eyeballs on one of the best teams in baseball right now. This team has played so well. Their manager has been on point. Every move he makes is working. Timely hitting. Great defense. Good bullpen. The starters have been on point. This is going to be special.
And the screen shows the story right there, as that hitting streak will live to see another day.
Just classic confidence at the box right now. You put your head on the pillow at night, you know you're on time. You get up, get dressed, drive to the ballpark, you expect to catch a couple barrels.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Well, and he has some trouble with it, and a great job to stick with it as he's able to make the play for. Striding in for the Indians, Lester Hendricks. He reached on a single in his first try.
Lester Hendricks.
Double play ball to second. 4. 6. But not 3 apparently, as he'll hold on to it at second base. So coming to the plate, Trey Mancini. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Trey Mancini.
Digging in,
Leading
Rob
off for the
Farr.
A's,
He'll try to follow
the
up the
second
double with another big hit right here. Into the corner and slicing foul. Now a swing and a fly ball. Zimmer's in pursuit. And a diving effort, but it's out of his reach. A foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Liner towards second. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard. So make it 2 hits for him in this one as he's on base here in the home fourth. And with that, we take a look at the A's leaders in that category. And sure enough, his name is right there at the top. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Huge innings have begun with much less, I can tell you that. First and second, no out, and the guy on the bump really needs a strikeout or a double play right here.
Now batting.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. Past history with Mike Clevenger. Almost complete ownership, 6 for 7. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. And that brings up Chad Pinder. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Pinder.
Fly ball out to right field. Zimmer is there, and he makes the catch for the out. And he'll go ahead and take third on the fly ball to right, so he's 90 feet away now with 2 men gone. Here's Jurickson Profar.
Number 23, Jurickson.
The 0-1 pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. At the plate, Bradley Zimmer, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Bradley Zimmer.
A pause and the 0-2. Tied. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1 left. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Rob Farr. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. And that one is gone. So a 3-run shot to left center. 29 home runs for him on the year, as that'll pull him even at 4 apiece.
Looking at that pitch again, you can see he just flat out missed his location. You put that pitch right there, and he's going to tattoo it. Now we're all tied up again, starting this thing all over.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and into bat next, it'll be Tyler Naquin. Off to second base. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 1 hit's all they get. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 6. So striding forward now, Rob Farr. He's gone deep again in this game despite facing some fierce competition on the mound.
This is one of the premier power hitters in the game. He's already gone deep once in this game against great pitching. Wouldn't be surprised if he catches something over the heart of the plate again.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hard liner to center field, and that's in there. Base hit. Throw will hold him at second, but the go-ahead runs in scoring position now with still nobody out.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, Were you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Roll. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out, swinging the bat.
Swinging a soft liner. The throw from his knees. Throw, got him. Oh, what a play. But he gets back in time, safe at second base.
Now
at the plate, Matt Chapman. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Chapman.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order. Coming to the plate now, Chad Pinder. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. Reined in. And a glove flip for one. Throw to Santana, the double play, and that's how this. And that'll bring in the San Diego product, Bradley Zimmer. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. As he rolls over it to second. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. Digging in, Rob Farr. He's been hot in this one. 4 hits, including a homer and a double. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hard liner to center field. Naquin is there, and folks are starting to head for the exits now. 2 gone here in the 9th. Every game has its offensive stars, and in this one, he arguably shined the brightest. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, just a great all-around performance from him at the plate, as the stats indicate. Ended up with 4 hits, including a home run, so there's no doubt he was instrumental in leading these guys to the victory.
And tonight's 1-run game comes to an end, 6-5 the final. Lou Trevino earns the victory in relief in this one, his 7th of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasker. Now on a Sunday afternoon in Northern California, MLB The Show has baseball from the Oakland Coliseum. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the Cleveland Indians and the Oakland A's. It's baseball, it's The Show, and it comes your way next. Robbie Erlin, the southpaw out of the Golden State, gets the call here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy's had a solid year up to this point. It's not an easy thing to do in baseball this year with all the hot games, but this guy has an ERA of sub-3, and that's saying something.
And the second baseman is there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Indians strand a couple. We'll go to the bottom of the second. So here's the Oakland cleanup batter, Rob Farr. Last night was a good one for him as he turned in a 4 for 5 effort. He's set and the pitch. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted high and deep. And oh my goodness, that banged off the center field sweets. So a solo shot here to left center field, and even 30 home runs on the year. And the A's are on the board first, 1-0.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Stepping up now, Rob Farr. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
To his left, Lindor. Throw in time, and the side is retired. A's are gone in order, but they're on top 2-0. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 0-1 pitch. And gets this one down. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And he will recover in time to get it over to first. Nicely done there as they record the second out.
Well, you know, he had a good idea right there. The infield was playing back, but it's not going to work out for him this time. That's a nice play to react. And they...
Digging in for his second at-bat, Jordan Luplow. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Things not looking very good so far. We're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Time now for the A's Road to the Show report as we get a look at a couple of guys making some noise in the upper levels of the minors. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Rob Farr. He got on top of one and was a ground down victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think
there's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one without a doubt is gone. So a solo shot here to left center field, his second home run of the game, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Well, as a team, they've gone yard 4 times, and this guy's accounted for half of them. Memo to all pitchers the rest of the game. If this guy comes to the plate, you might want to pitch around him.
Now in the box, Rob Farr. His performance in this one really speaks to how dominant he's been all year. He made short work of some solid pitching today.
Yeah, usually it's the other way around, but when you sit in the top 3 in the home run lead in Major League Baseball, you're probably calling the shots yourself right now.
High fly ball out to deep right field. A leap, but he won't get it. It's off the wall. Donaldson rounds third and is digging for the plate. The relay throw. And he is out at third. So credit him with a double and an RBI.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory and look on to the next one.
7-2 the final score this afternoon. The Oakland A's took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Robbie Erlin earns his 8th victory of the season.
I remember that goofed on that last play.
A player is encouraged to keep developing his complementary skills.
Trout. Oh, nice.
Now from the Soto district of downtown Seattle, we've got baseball under the lights here at T-Mobile Park. We've got an AL Western Division showdown tonight between the Oakland A's and the Seattle Mariners. Rob Farr, the American League's batting leader, steps into the box. Coming up next, Tyler Anderson will be on the mound for the series opener. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy who's been pretty good his last 3 starts. A whip under 1.20, so he minimizes the amount of base runners.
At the plate, Rob Farr got off to a really hot start this year and currently leads the American League in batting average over the first half of the campaign.
Yeah, there's probably a handful of guys that get to enjoy the All-Star break the way he did. He was swinging such a hot bat that first half to find himself in first place in batting average. What a great start to the second half for him.
And as you see right there, that'll push his hitting streak yet another game as he has been on fire this month.
He certainly has. He's seeing the ball so big, Matty. You see the confidence oozing off him in the box. He hasn't fished at anything in the last month or so. So I don't expect this to go away anytime soon.
Stepping up to the plate, Austin Hedges. And as you can see, he has been slumping offensively. Hit out towards second. On to first, and the A's fail to cash in here as the side is ready for another chance. Rob Farr. He reached on a single in his first try. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Liner toward right center. That's in another base hit. He's 2 for 2. So that's his second knock of the game, and you can add this to his ever-growing list of multi-hit performances this season.
Does this guy ever look bad at the dish? I mean, really doesn't. Fighting for a batting crown, throwing out multi-knock games daily. It's going to be a fight to the finish right here.
Standing in, Austin Hedges. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Pitch outside, the throw. He is in time. Navarez throws him out. Now at the plate, Rob Farr, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And here's a ball hit in the air. On the run is Henniger, and no one will track it down. The 0-1 on its way. Takes this the other way to right, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And the run is in from second as they're on the board for the first time. 4-1 now. And case in point why he's one of the best bats in the business as he's aboard for the 3rd time today.
He has had so many multi-hit games this year. Why are we surprised he mixed in another 3-hit performance? I expect this guy to finish strong and fight for the batting title up until his last at bat.
Now batting, Austin Hedges. And I think the question becomes, how much longer are they going to stick with this starter? Fatigue could very well become a factor at some point.
Yeah, that's always a tough question to answer for a manager, especially when your guy's still pitching well. You've got to kind of look for some signs.
And hold on there. That's not going to get him in there with the stolen base.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
Grounded back up the middle. To his left, Rojas. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as decided. Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager, head-to-head against Anthony Swarzak. Not great, and he's 1 for 8. Hard hit ball to second. He's got throw on the second for the force, and the side is retired. M's pick up a run on 2 hits. 8th inning. Ready for another shot now. Rob Farr. Now, despite the matchup against some typically formidable pitching, he has already turned in a multi-hit performance.
That's why this guy's an absolute monster.
And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit. And he's now secured his 4th knock of the day. Even for him, this has been a great performance at the plate.
Warning, warning, somebody wants a batting title. People better wake up. Guys around him, they're going to check the box score and start to panic a little bit. A 4-knock game is pretty special.
And a dive, but he's back in. Now this crowd of just over 21,000 are on their feet. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. 5-2 the final score tonight. The Seattle Mariners used a nice fifth inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back.
Seattle Mariners, 5 runs, 10 hits.
MLB The Show has baseball from the Pacific Northwest and T-Mobile Park in Seattle. Today, a matchup out of the... Stepping into the box, Rob Farr got off to a really hot start this year and currently leads the American League in batting average over the first half of the campaign.
Yeah, there's probably a handful of guys that get to enjoy the All-Star break the way he did. He was swinging such a hot bat that first half to find himself in first place in batting average. What a great start to the second half for him.
So he picks up another hit. First of the game, but as we've mentioned, it's just one of many so far this season for him.
Yeah, Matty, I know he's fighting for a batting title right now, but the consistency this guy has shown from start to finish this season has been awesome for this team. Talking to the manager before the game, he's the one guy when he walks in the clubhouse door, you know exactly what you're getting from him.
Henniger will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first.
Okay, here's how the Mariners are going to line up defensively. And guys, we'd be remiss if we didn't focus on the Gold Glover at second base, D. Gordon. He can beat you in so many ways on the base pass, but let's not kid ourselves. Athleticism allows him to make some pretty special plays on the defensive side of the ball.
Coming in is Henniger. He makes the running play. 2 down. So a runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And up next, a Berkeley area native, Marcus Semien. Here now the 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Digging in now, Rob Farr. He'll start out the proceedings against Mike Leake as we get the inning underway. Now a ball crushed high in the air, deep to left, way back there, and that one is long gone. A solo shot here to left. 32 now for the season. And the A's are back to even now. It's 1 apiece.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be decisive.
Back to the top of the order now. And up next, the speedy D. Gordon. The 0-1 delivery. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. 1 run scores. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late. Digging in once again, Rob Farr. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. First pitch of the at-bat. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. Santana will get there, and he puts it away to retire this. 1 left for Oakland. They're down 5-1. Next for Seattle, Omar Narvaez. He singled his last time up. Ball sent back up the middle. And that's the first out. So it's first and second with 2 men gone. And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder Malik Smith. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Mariners Sports. Ready now, Rob Farr. Despite the matchup against some typically formidable pitching, he has already turned in a multi-hit performance.
That's why this guy's an absolute monster. He doesn't discriminate. You put a good guy out on the mound, he finds a way to work his knocks in, and he feasts on the 3-4-5.
Keeley is over now, and he's got it for route number 2.
Yeah, it might only be a 2-game set, but listen, it's still a sweep. Hey, man, winners make the rules around here, and they earned it.
6-2, the final total today. MLB The Show has baseball from the Lone Star State as we get a look inside Globe Life Park. Tonight, it's an in-division matchup from the AL West between the Oakland A's and the Texas Rangers. Major League Baseball on the Show starts now. Carlos Rodon gets the call for Game 1 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, one of the strengths of this guy is handling right-handed hitters. Right-handed.
Here's Rougned Odor now. And as is the case for many Rangers hitters, his numbers are much better here in Arlington than they are out on the road. The 2-1. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single.
Striding in for Oakland, Rob Farr. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the first pitch to him. This is in the air out to right field. Mazara's on his horse. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Up next for the Rangers, Rougned Odor. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
And there's one away. So with one away, a couple of teams out of the AL West doing battle in this one. So let's check out where they sit in the standings entering play here today. Striding in, Nomar Mazara. His career numbers against this pitcher. He's gone 5 for 13. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Hit hard on the ground to second. On to Morrison at first, and that ends the inning. Stepping Stepping in, Rob Farr. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit in the air to right field. Mazzara's on the move. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the... Man at second here with 2 away. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Elvis Andrus.
Elvis Andrus.
The 1-1. Line, but speared on a hop. And safe, says the first base umpire, as the throw was too late. Ready once again, Ronald Guzman. Head-to-head against Anthony Swarzak. He's just 2 for 9. He also has 1 home run. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Up with it. And that's out number 1. Next up for the A's, Rob Farr. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball was too much for him there. Swung right through it.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. 3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he is into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run. And you see on the graphic right there that his hitting streak will indeed live on as he just continues to hit the ball well.
You know what, Matty? I don't see it ending anytime soon. And we got to take a look at the upcoming matchups, but this guy is absolutely locked in the plate, and I don't think anybody gets him to lose his toehold right now.
The catcher, Austin.
Striding in once again, Austin Hedges. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. A bullet to first base. Throw back to second, and that's a double play. So no runs on 1 base hit. No. Now at the plate, Rob Farr. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. This is line to left. But he will make the catch on the hard hit ball out there, and that will conclude matters here as this ball game is over. 7-4 is the final score in tonight's game. The Texas Rangers seal up their 30th win at home on the season.
On 9 hits, no errors. They left them.
It's time now for baseball from the great state of Texas and Globe Life Park. Game 1 here. So stepping in, Rob Farr, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. From the stretch. Sliced hard on the ground. Guzman fields it cleanly, and he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now. He reached on a walk in his last time up and later came around to score.
Shin-Soo Choo.
The 0-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. Far. And that's the second out. So next to the plate for Texas, Joey Gallo. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, Matty, big time K last time up, and it's been a tough series so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. It's a run on 2 hits here for Texas. 3 innings complete. The Rangers digging in. Rob Farr, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line toward the alley in left center, and that'll get down out there for extra bases. And the run is in to score from third. And he is into second base with an RBI double.
With that hard double, you get a glimpse to see why this guy is a legitimate MVP candidate this season. Whenever he gets a chance to produce, he seems like he takes advantage of it. Great example there.
And that brings up Chad Pinder. He popped out in his first trip.
Pinder.
The 0-2. Hit out towards second. Played on the backhand. Throw on to Guzman at first, and the inning is over. In now the power-hitting outfielder, Nomar Mazara.
The right fielder.
The 2-2.
Mazara.
Sharply on the ground. Farr gloves it. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. Time now for the A's Road to the Show report as we get a look at a couple of guys making some noise in the upper levels of the minors. Now at the plate, Nomar Mazara. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this is, they could certainly roll too.
That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
You know, as a former infielder, Dan.
In now, Jamie Lease. He
Now
comes
back.
in 0 for 2
Number
thus
10.
far. Set to deliver the 0-1. Hit hard up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. On to Morrison, and it's in time. A double play, and the shot. Into the box now, Rob Farr. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at-bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
The relay, and he'll get there as he legs out the leadoff triple.
You don't really expect a leadoff hitter, especially a rookie, to hit for power, but he blasts this thing. And when he rounds first, he's thinking triple all the way. And those young legs helped him get there, too.
Stepping in, Chad Pinder. A pop out
Now
and a
batting.
ground out
Left
for him
fielder.
to this point.
Chad Pinder.
From the belt, the pitch. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely. Coming to the plate now, Austin Hedges.
Now
Career
back.
line against
Catcher.
Shelby Miller. He's hitless in 6 tries. Miller sets, looking for the strikeout here on 0-2. Scooped up, Odor. On to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third. Stepping into the box,
Up next for
Shin-Soo
the
Choo
Rangers.
earned himself an
The center
RBI
fielder.
with a sac fly his last
Shin-Soo
time at the
Choo.
plate. The 3-1. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Now at the plate, Rob
Now
Farr,
batting.
and he's the reigning American League Player of the Month.
Farr.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Headed after it is Mazara. 1 run is scored. And that will hop over the wall, and a tough break there as the tying run will have to go back to third on the automatic double.
Hey, with that base hit right there, that's his 3rd run batted into the game.
Yeah, he's the reason, Dan, they're even in this one to begin with. He's kept his team together with a great approach,
next for
finding his 3rd RBI of the day.
Chad Pinder.
The 0-1 offering. Rounded slowly to the left side. Andres is there. And not too shabby out of the pen. Takes just 2 pitches to get the ground ball.
And he just keeps on going and going. That's save number 35 for the season. be as reliable as anyone in the game.
Afternoon baseball now from the heart of Texas and Globe Life Park. So digging in now, Rob Farr is coming off a 3-hit performance in the loss last night. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Odor has it, and the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Into the box now, Shin-Soo Choo. He worked the walk and came around to score in his first trip in this game.
Choo.
A bouncer up the middle. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Digging in to try it again, Rob Farr. He's been great lately, and it's resulted in his being awarded with the American League Rookie of the Month award. Hit the other way out toward right field. And this is handled easily, so quickly 2 are gone here to start the 5th. Here's Rougned Odor now, head-to-head against Anthony Swarzak. He's got 2 hits in 17 at-bats.
Odor.
Hard on the ground to the right. Farr from shallow right. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. Ronald Torreyes the next to bat. It was a walk in his last trip.
Ronald Torreyes.
The 1-1. Back up the middle. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the recovery won't be in time as he'll beat the throw to first. Now to the plate, Rob Farr. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8. Hard hit to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Rob Farr. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. He's set. Here it comes. Hard hit ball to short. And that's through into left, a base hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with 1 away. And the screen shows the story right there, as that hitting streak will live to see another day.
Just classic confidence at the box right now. You put your head on the pillow at night, you know you're on time. You get up, get dressed, drive to the ballpark, you expect to catch a couple barrels.
So striding in, Austin Hedges, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Choo on the run. Lays out, and he's got it. A great play for out number 2. A cash in here as the run is in to score from third. A's down to their final out now. And up next, a Berkeley area native, Marcus Semien. The 0-1 offering. Hit to first. Fielded cleanly. And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over. One-run finish today, 5-4, the final score. The Rangers led this game from the third inning on and never wavered.
A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches.
It's time for baseball in the Bay Area as we welcome you to the Oakland Coliseum tonight.
Let's play ball. Out. Yeah. 3. Out. Out. Ball 4. Take your base. Out.
So 2 men are on with 1 man out. And in to hit next, it'll be the ever versatile Chris Taylor. The 1-2. Hit out towards second. He's got it. 1 there. On to Morrison, and it's in time. A double play, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. And we are striding into the box, Rob Farr. And he's a strong candidate for Rookie of the Year honors. If he can avoid a collapse here in the final months, it's been a great first campaign in the big leagues for him so far. Bellinger on the move. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Next up for Los Angeles, Cody Bellinger. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Cody Bellinger.
Now the payoff pitch home. But this will find the shortstop's glove for the 3rd out of the inning. Settling in now Rob Farr. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Line towards center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And as you see right there, that'll push his hitting streak yet another game as he has been on fire this month.
Just classic confidence at the box right now. You put your head on the pillow at night, you know you're on time. You get up, get dressed, drive to the ballpark. You expect to catch a couple barrels.
Now batting, left fielder.
Into the box, Chad Pinder. A base hit in his first trip. 0-1, here it comes. Takes this the other way to right. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. Farr rounds the corner and is headed home. And the run will score as the A's get off to a 1-0 lead.
Great piece of hitting here. Men on first, and they're playing him to pull, but he crosses them up and goes the other way with it, making the outfielder cover a lot of extra ground. That allowed the runner to come all the way around from first to score, and that was
Digging in and looking for more, Rob Farr. And if you didn't know, he was recently awarded the American League Player of the Month award. Heading out towards shallow right. Pollock has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 2 away for the Dodgers here in the 8th. And that brings in the former National League Rookie of the Year, Cody Bellinger. The 2-2. Into center field, line drive base hit. So 2 out here, and that extends the inning for Jock Peterson.
Dan, are you kidding me right there? I mean, that had to...
Standing in, Rob Farr.
The second baseman, Rob Farr.
From the stretch. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and the inning continues. And that's going to move that go-ahead run to second now with 2 gone. So coming to the plate, Chad Pinder. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield, but he's going to wave them.
On to first, and the A's fail to cash in here as the side is retired. At the plate, Rob Farr. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. Here's the first pitch, but this is hauled in by the second baseman. Digging in, Justin Turner. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready with the 0-1. Hit ball to second. On to Morrison at first, and that ends the inning. Dodgers down in order. Score remains deadlocked at 1. At the plate, Rob Farr.
Now batting, second baseman, Rob.
First pitch of the at-bat. Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. And that is off the wall in right field. And the possible winning run is into second base. He's got a 2-out double.
Hey, that's a nice piece of hitting right there. 2-out base knock to put the winning run on base. Let's see if someone can catch a gap and end this thing.
And that brings up Chad Pinder. And he's got a chance to bring in the winning run. The question is whether they'll even pitch to him. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Two and two.
Come on.
Line drive to left. Peterson is there to make the catch, and that means we've got. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Max Muncy. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Chops this one out towards second. Farr. Throw gets him. 2 down. Next for the Dodgers, A.J. Pollock. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Hit out towards second. To his right, Farr. And there's out number 2. So striding forward now, Rob Farr. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point.
Hey, not impossible, but highly improbable, even when you're at home, to score 3 runs.
Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field, and that is going to clear the wall. A home run. A solo shot here to left. Number 33 on the year. And the A's get a bit closer. It's now a 4-2 ball game.
Well, the skipper called on him for a reason, and I can guarantee you one thing. That was not what he had in mind. First pitch, and it was... It's times like these that I wish we were paid by the inning. The game seemed endless, but the fireworks at the top of the 15th were enough to decide it. And they hang on for the nice road win.
4 runs on 10 hits.
Afternoon baseball from the East Bay and the Oakland Coliseum. Striding forward now is the DH, Max Muncy, and the Dodgers with an opportunity for more here in the first. Ground ball to third. Chapman's got it. There's one. Back to first, so they get the double play, but the run does come in to score.
Really good pitch from the pitcher.
Coming to the plate now, Rob Farr. What a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories.
Guy's having a monster year, leading in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. Top 5 in RBIs. If he can improve on that, he has a legit shot to win the crown.
Pollock is over to his left as he snags this one for the first out of the inning.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Digging in, Rob Farr, and he's the reigning American League Player of the Month. First delivery to him on the way. On a rope to the second baseman, but the runner is back to avoid the double play. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Rob Farr. First pitch coming. Here it is. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But it bends just foul into the second deck. Line toward right center. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And not in time as the run scores.
Got his job done there and made it look pretty simple. Got it into the outfield to bring home the first run of the game and pick up the RBI.
Now in the box, Chris Taylor. It was a fly out for him in his last trip.
Taylor.
Weak roller right side. Farr in on it. And there are 2 away now. Stepping up now, Rob Farr. 0 for 2 with a sacrifice thus far.
Farr.
Good off-speed pitch had him out in front for strike 1. 3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away. A 1-run finish today, 5-4 the final score. The Los Angeles Dodgers jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back.
I mean, I'm facing Yankees? Damn.
Evening baseball on tap in Northern California. Daniel Mengden will be on the mound for the series opener.
Out. He's out. Out. 4-4. Take the base. Out. He's out. Out.
Here's Justin Smoke now. They'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Morrison will take this over to first, and with that ends the inning. So stepping up to the plate, Rob Farr, and he's a strong candidate for Rookie of the Year honors. If he can avoid a collapse here in the final months, it's been a great first campaign in the big leagues for him so far. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. The relay throw, the tag, and he is out at third. And with that, the side is retired. Digging in for his second at-bat, Rob Farr. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Line towards center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Rise here as he's going to try to lay one down. Morrison has it, and they'll just tag him out along the first base line. Time now for the A's Road to the Show report as we get a look at a couple of guys making some noise in the upper levels of the minors. Next for New York, Aaron Judge. For his career in this matchup, he's a .333 hitter. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. One left for the Yankees as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. At the plate, Aaron Hicks.
Now batting, the center fielder, Aaron Hicks.
Has a look, now the pitch. Hit back up the middle, reined in to second for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Nothing across here this half. Leading off the inning, Rob Farr, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
The 0-1 delivery. Drilled right back up the middle, and this is going to get on through into center, a leadoff hit.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And up next, the ever versatile Chad Pinder. The 1-2. Hit hard on the ground to second. LeMahieu's got it. A bare hand for one. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now. Standing in, Rob Farr. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. High in the air down the right field line. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
And he will make the catch with ease, and the Yankees have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over. And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. The Yankees led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Now from a place that's seen its share of great moments through the years, a look at the Oakland. Now at the plate, Justin Smoke. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. The pause and the 0-2. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. Farr comes on to Morrison at first, and that ends the inning. Yanks leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Stepping into the box, Rob Farr. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night. Has a look, now the pitch. Lifted in the air to center. Hicks is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Ready for another chance. Rob Farr comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. On a line, that's a base hit into left field. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
And they've had some good at-bats against him all game long. It seems like it's just been hard hit after hard hit. As we take a look at his line here, the numbers do not lie. This has not been one of his better outings, and he'd be the first to tell you that.
The catcher,
And
Austin.
he'll step off the road and go to first. A dive, but he's back. Farr leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And another snap throw to the bag. Runner back safely. The 2-2. Swing and a liner. And that'll get down for a base hit.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Marcus Semien. He flew out in his last at bat. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Andujar brings it in, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is ready for another shot now. Rob Farr. He singled his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Hard hit ball to second. LeMahieu's got it. To second for one. On to Smoke, but it's too late as he'll get just the one. Now batting, Austin Hedges. Last time through was a base hit. Throw over to first, and he'll dive back in safely. Farr is off of first with 2 away. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. For Oakland. Digging in now, Rob Farr. Chance to cash in here, and don't be surprised if he does. Certainly known as one of the best clutch hitters in the sport today. First pitch on its way. This one for the shortstop, Gregorius. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And he will hasten his way back to first, where he's in there safely.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Dealer, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit and short ones.
Soft liner towards first. There's one. Out. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning.
And everyone on the team could finally breathe a little bit easier tonight. They finally snapped that 8-game losing skid. Hopefully they can get on a roll now.
It's time for baseball in the Bay. Striding in for Oakland, Rob Farr comes in today, leading the American League in batting for the season.
There's a lot of ways to get on base. Base hit, a walk, hit by pitch. This guy's in the top 5 on base percentage. He does a little bit of all of those things.
No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Line to the right side. Judge is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Striding in, Rob Farr.
Now back, second baseman.
Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball.
Foul ball.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
And they keep the inning alive with a base hit, but you can see that's only the 3rd hit he's given up the entire game, so he's still in total control out there.
And that brings up Chad Pinder. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A pitch out. The throw. And they'll nail him at second on a brilliant. Ready now, Rob Farr, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's set and the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Hicks is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. A single run good enough to do it today. 1-0 the final score. The New York Yankees with their 80th win.